Coming up on Cronkite News tonight, the Arizona Senate holds a hearing on the election audit. We'll give you the details.
And later, child tax credit payments start rolling out today. We'll tell you how much money will go to Arizona families.
And later on Break It Down, the lack of resources needed to investigate cases of missing and murdered Indigenous women.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Emily Carmen.
And I'm Rob Winder. Thank you for joining us. Today, Arizona Senate President Karen Fann held a hearing into the audit of Maricopa County ballots. The 2-hour session wrapped up with the lead auditor presenting a list of information he still needs from county officials. Doug Logan of Cyber Ninjas says if he doesn't get that info, the audit will be incomplete. Logan, along with Senate liaison Ken Bennett and founder of Cypher, Ben Cotton, presented information to the two Republican Senate leaders. Some of the issues they brought up includes concerns over bleed-through on some ballots, duplicate ballots with mismatched serial numbers, and concerns over security updates and patches on voting machines. Cotton also shared concerns over whether county election employees had access to the systems to configure them, or whether that was just done by Dominion, the machine's manufacturer.
I would suggest that at this point, based on the evidence that has been provided to me, that the Maricopa County officials do not have the ability to independently verify the configurations of their systems without using Dominion employees.
At no time have we ever implied or inferred that there was any intentional misdoings here in any way whatsoever. And in fact, we certainly hope not. But we do need to have this information and answer these questions.
In response to Cotton's query, Maricopa County tweeted, "Fact check, the county does configure elections. What we don't have access to is the ability to change base configurations that are established by the manufacturer. We have no need to make those adjustments to run elections." Both the Maricopa County and the County Recorder's Office Twitter accounts worked to refute those issues in real time during the hearing. Just 2 hours before the hearing, a Superior Court judge ruled against the Senate's withholding of records related to the audit. Judge Michael Kemp ruled that it does not matter whether the records are in the hands of cyber ninjas or subcontractors. He closed his ruling with this statement, quote, "It is difficult to conceive of a case with a more compelling public interest demanding public disclosure and public scrutiny. The motion to dismiss is denied."
The Maricopa County Board of Supervisors voted to spend nearly $3 million to cover the cost of replacing the voting machines handed over for the audit. The board unanimously approved the decision, which would amend the contract with Dominion Voting Systems. The county will replace 385 precinct tabulators and 9 central counters for future elections. In a press release, the Board of Supervisors said they purchased new equipment to replace tabulators and counters that were given to, quote, uncertified contractors. Board of Supervisors Chairman Jack Sellers says the #1 priority is to provide secure and accurate elections, and he believes this ensures they will be able to do so. The release also says election equipment is considered essential infrastructure by the Department of Homeland Security.
Governor Doug Ducey drew over $100 million in federal funds to support Arizona tourism. The funds will launch the Visit Arizona initiative, which hopes to bring more people to the state, create more jobs, and boost the economy. Governor Ducey says tourism is essential to Arizona's economy. According to the governor's press release, overnight visits to the state dropped by over 30% during the pandemic, and the tourists that did come spent less. Tourist spending dropped by over 40% compared to 2019, before the pandemic started. The funding comes from Arizona's portion of the American Rescue Plan. The Visit Arizona initiative splits money between marketing, partnerships, and outdoor recreation services.
The first payments from the Biden administration's enhanced child tax credits are rolling out today. Heads of household will receive up to $3,600 for each child up to 6 years old and $3,000 for children 6 to 17 years old. More than 350,000 Arizona families will get payments this month. Combined, they'll see more than $344 million to support Arizona families. Payments range from $250 to $300 a month, depending on the age of the children. The amount of the credit goes down for people earning over $112,000 and is capped at households making more than $150,000.
I believe this is actually a historic day. Historic day in the sense that we continue to build an economy that respects and recognizes the dignity of working class families and middle class families. It's historic, and it's our effort to make another giant step toward ending child poverty in America. I think this will be one of the things that the Vice President and I will be most proud of when our terms are up.
An estimated 39 million households and 88% of the nation's children are covered by the enhanced credits. The Internal Revenue Service has partnered with nonprofits to reach households that may not file taxes.
Johnson & Johnson has issued a recall for some aerosol sunscreen products. The company says some samples of products contain low levels of benzene, which is classified as a human carcinogen. In a press release, Johnson & Johnson says it is voluntarily pulling the sunscreen out of an abundance of caution. Consumers should stop using them. The impacted products include Neutrogena Cool Dry Sport Aerosol Sunscreen, Aveeno Protect and Refresh Aerosol Sunscreen, and Neutrogena Beach Defense Aerosol Sunscreen, along with a few others. You can contact Johnson & Johnson's customer care hotline for a refund.
Coming up next on Cronkite News, Flagstaff faces severe flooding from the downpour. We'll show you some of the devastating flooding that was brought to the city.
Still to come, the Suns faced a harsh loss to the Bucks last night. We'll have the coverage of the game coming up.
I had swore I was not going to watch the Vietnam War because I could remember the day I watched us finally get the helicopters out thinking, okay, it's over, and then went to my college class. Next thing I know, I'm watching Ken Burns' Vietnam. And the thing that caught me so much was how he was talking to the winners, and this North Vietnamese general said, there's no winners in war. That just stopped me dead in my tracks.
For more information about including Arizona PBS in your future plans, visit azpbs.org/giving.
Cronkite News is more than your local news station. Through our innovative ideas, we create new ways to connect with our viewers and have their stories be heard. Our cutting-edge technology allows us to take a deeper dive into seeking the truth and delivering new perspectives. Stay up to date on top Arizona stories anytime on TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at Cronkite News.
Hey, I'm Rick Steves. You know, I don't go anywhere without my passport. And now, thanks to PBS Passport, you can travel with me and watch all 10 seasons of Rick Steves Europe and all my travel specials. This exclusive streaming service is just for our members. Not only can you see all my shows, but you can see thousands of hours of your favorite public television shows. Become a member today and get your passport.
Much of the state is currently under a flash flood watch until Friday evening. Maricopa County is under a watch through this evening. Already, storms have caused extreme flooding in parts of the state. Videos from Flagstaff show the extent of some of the flooding. The northern city saw more than a half an inch of rainfall yesterday, causing huge currents that swept away cars and trails. The monsoon season here in Arizona officially started on June 15th. However, the National Weather Service says this year we are seeing the stages of the monsoon earlier than normal.
So that increased moisture has also led to really heavy rainfall, especially over higher terrain areas and the higher elevations like Flagstaff, parts of Gila County, which is where Globe is at, east of Phoenix. So those areas have actually had some flash flood events already. Those areas have also experienced a lot of wildfires in the past couple of years. So when that happens, that actually really increases the flash flood risk, as well as something we call debris flow.
Debris flow is when a flash flood picks up burnt vegetation, rocks, soil, and anything else in its path. As it continues downhill, it becomes extremely dangerous. Rogers says the best thing you can do to stay safe this monsoon season is to be aware of the weather. The National Weather Service issues flash flood watches a day in advance when they think there may be a serious flood risk.
Arizona firefighters rescued a father and his two daughters from a terrifying storm scene Wednesday. The family was stranded when fast-moving floodwaters from a powerful storm swamped their vehicle. As you can see, the situation was so dire, they had to move to the roof of the vehicle as firefighters from the Golder Ranch Fire Department helped them all to safety. It was just one of several rescues in the area from vehicles that got stuck in the water on roadways. The storm also caused power outages, and one home was struck by lightning.
The rain has brought temperatures down, but the humidity is up. Let's go to Isabella Fredrickson in the Weather Center to see what we can expect in the forecast.
Starting off, taking a look at our futurecast, there is going to be rain and wind movements all across the state. We are in the middle of monsoon season and we are expecting a lot of storm activity. As we mentioned before, much of the state of Arizona is under flood watch. You can see that both in southern Arizona and up north near Page. We currently have one active warning, which is near Mayer, Arizona. Moving on to our state highs for tomorrow, Phoenix is going to be at 105 degrees, and Bullhead City is going to be up to 111 degrees. But on the eastern side of Arizona, the temperatures are going to be cooler. Our lowest is going to be in Flagstaff at 76 degrees. And as we mentioned, Flagstaff is experiencing some heavy floods and rain. Finally, taking a look at our 8-day forecast, we will remain above 100 degrees the next couple of days. However, there is a chance for some rain. And as we move into the rest of the week, those chances are only going to grow higher. By Wednesday, we drop to only 99 degrees, and by Friday, we are only at 97 degrees. Also, there is going to be a 30% chance of thunderstorms that day. This entire week, there is going to be a chance of some rainy and stormy weather, so plan accordingly and consider having an umbrella on hand. Isabella Fredrickson in the Weather Center.
Coming up, I'm Osama Awadallah. I'll have your Cronkite Sports Report. Many Suns fans had the opportunity to watch the game from Chase Field. After the break, we'll show you how the fans were able to watch the away game not so far away from home.
I had swore I was not going to watch the Vietnam War because I could remember the day I watched us finally get the helicopters out thinking, okay, it's over, and then went to my college class. Next thing I know, I'm watching Ken Burns' Vietnam. And the thing that caught me so much was how he was talking to the winners, and this North Vietnamese general said, there's no winners in war. That just stopped me dead in my tracks.
For more information about including Arizona PBS in your future plans, visit azpbs.org/giving.
Cronkite News is more than your local news station. Through our innovative ideas, we create new ways to connect with our viewers and have their stories be heard. Our cutting-edge technology allows us to take a deeper dive into seeking the truth and delivering new perspectives. Stay up to date on top Arizona stories anytime on TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at Cronkite News.
Hey, I'm Rick Steves. You know, I don't go anywhere without my passport. And now, thanks to PBS Passport, you can travel with me and watch all 10 seasons of Rick Steves Europe and all my travel specials. This exclusive streaming service is just for our members. Not only can you see all my shows, but you can see thousands of hours of your favorite public television shows. Become a member today and get your passport.
Welcome back to Cronkite News. I'm Osama Awadallah, and this is your Cronkite Sports Report. The Suns saw what was for many a heartbreaking loss to the Milwaukee Bucks last night. The final score was 109-103. The series is now tied at 2 games apiece in the finals. Devin Booker faced problems with fouls and had to sit out for 3.5 minutes in the third period. Overall, he scored 42 points in the game, but Chris Paul fell behind last night with only 10 points.
I had some bad passes in the first half. You know what I mean? They got, a significant amount more shots than us. And so, for me, I got to take care of the ball. If we got 17 turnovers, we shoot the ball too well not to have those opportunities to score.
Another Suns watch party was held for Game 4 of the NBA Finals last night, but it wasn't held at the Phoenix Suns Arena. This time, fans gathered at Chase Field. Emily Carmen has more on the event and the experience of watching a basketball game in a baseball stadium.
Thousands of fans descended on Chase Field Wednesday night, but it wasn't for a Diamondbacks game. The fans came to cheer on the Phoenix Suns during Game 4 of the NBA Finals.
It's going to be as if the Suns were actually here, like just fans being excited, probably jumping all over the place.
The Suns originally announced there would be no watch party for Game 4, so the Diamondbacks offered to host the event since the team is off for the All-Star break. Though some fans thought the location was strange, they were still excited to go cheer on the Suns.
It's a little odd, but I mean, I love basketball, so I'll watch it anywhere. We can watch it on a golf course for all I care.
Chase Field normally seats around 50,000, so many people were expecting there to be a lot of fans here for the watch party, more than usual. But that's not so much the case. The Diamondbacks only sold 15,000, that's 5,000 tickets for this event. The Phoenix Suns Arena sits around 18,000. Nonetheless, fans say they are really excited to be watching the basketball game here at the baseball stadium.
If you can pull 10,000 people together to watch a game that isn't even in front of you, there can be some dedicated fans, so it'll be a good time.
Though the Suns lost Game 4 and fans emptied the stadium with disappointed faces, many said they had a great time at the event.
When you watch it at home, it's like not the field, but then with this, it was amazing.
And that they still believe the Suns will prevail in the end.
I'm a little upset, but it's okay. We'll come back and we'll persevere. It's okay.
The Suns return to Phoenix Suns Arena for Game 5 of the finals on Saturday. In Phoenix, Emily Carmen, Cronkite News.
Tickets for Game 5 are already on sale, but they are expensive, between $800 and $1,000 for upper-level seats. That's all we have for you in Cronkite Sports. Back to you, Emily and Rob.
A quick correction to something I misstated earlier. 750,000 Arizona families will receive payments under the new Biden administration's enhanced child tax credits. And that's it for Cronkite News tonight.
Thanks for joining us.